And we are back. Sorry, the comments freeze sometimes. 엄청 왜 이렇게 빨갛냐? 진짜 I'm so freaking red. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes. Ribbit. Sorry, I start riveting when I drink tequila. It's quite a lot. Anyway, guys, happy 4-year anniversary once again. Yes, and yes, as I was saying, hola amigos. Yeah, it was just because I couldn't see the comments before, but yeah, as I was saying, just I had to really reflect what type of artist you should know how much you like. Yes, thank you so much. I had to really dig down and really reflect on what type of artist I was becoming and I wanted to become. And I know for a fact the type of artist that I am won't really get the recognition and won't really get the I guess you could say the push in the industry as many other artists would. And I think it's not something that I've been troubled with. I think it's just there are so many, well, not so many, there are certain sides that certain artists fall under. But I'll tell you what the merits that I feel like are for the type of art and the type of thing and the type of industry that I feel like I want to be in. It's always going to be with the people that I would want to do it with. And I value the journey more than where I should go and what I should be. The ambition and the idea of success lies really in the moments. And those moments equate to the people that I do it with and the people that I do it for. And I love the whole moment, I love this whole momentum that I have right now, especially with the team that I have, because I see how much passion they have and how much joy they are feeling by just being in Dprian and doing it with me. And I think, sorry, there's a Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico, as somebody told me to say that. But yes, I have a big founding appreciation for the people that I've worked with, even the people that aren't here now. And it's such a moment. It's right, but it's important that you still do it anyway. You're right. I think this is the best way that I can find that takes care of my mental health. It's just not to lose my integrity and not to lose my moral values that I have for what I believe is right, what I believe is genuine to the least. You know, there are moments where I think sometimes people or sometimes things request me to lie to the world. I just can't do that. I just have such a hard time understanding that concept. So I will always speak my mind and I'll always tell you how I feel, and I'll always do what I think is right, even if that means it's going to come in 10 times slower. And did I start my life again? I did start my life again, in fact, but it's only because my live that I was doing before started lagging, and I couldn't see the comments. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you as always. Not for anything other than just allow me to reach this point of my life of where I can understand what true appreciation is. I think I'm very fortunate. I think I'm very blessed to have come across this mindset, because I think there are many people that are lost and that aren't fortunate enough to have this mindset. And it's not really like, you hear it all the time. You see the people that have everything in the world. They're successful, they're rich, they got everything, but they're not exactly the happiest person. A lot of people ask me what I define success and what I define true success to be, I guess you could say. And I always say it's gratitude. I always say it's gratitude in the then and now. Because if you aren't really satisfied and you aren't really happy, or you are looking for happiness in your life right now, then yes, you will have a very hard time even understanding what success is. And then, as somebody has mentioned, like, they might ask you, am I happy? I think I am. I think I am most absolutely finding moments to be happy for. And if that doesn't mean I'm happy, then I don't know what is, We find happiness in everything. Happiness is an emotion. And if you think about it, we sometimes overlook it. We take the very thing that makes us feel like we're alive for granted. And that's happiness. And you might be asking, like, oh, then what are those moments sometimes? Well, are you looking forward to eating your next ice cream? Or going to your next show? Maybe going to see your best friend? Going to talk, or going to that concert? Or maybe even having one of your most favorite meals? Not even that. And I say this because I'm fortunate enough to be living in a society that allows me to freely be accepting of that. And you got to understand, there are people in the world that don't have that access and will often battle more things that you can't possibly imagine. And that's where I find gratitude. Like, I do find that there is so many things to be grateful for that others cannot be. So, like, who am I to sometimes say, like, oh, I'm having a hard time. Oh, I'm having I'm having a bad day. When sometimes some people don't even have a day. So, be grateful for who you are. Be grateful for who you're with. Be grateful for everything that has ever come into your life, because the fact that you're still here says a lot. We all come and we all go the same way. And once we're not here, it's that's that. Like, you don't have to worry about anything else. Why not make the most of your situation at hand? We are allowed to be happy. We are absolutely allowed to be grateful. And more than anything, you are most definitely allowed to be proud of who you are. Because I'll tell you, like, at the end of the day, there's only one of you, right? There's only one of me. And you know what? If that doesn't mean anything, then shit, I don't know what does, huh? I really don't know what does. So, keep your head up. you've got this far. There's a lot more beautiful things to come in the bad. But that's not to say, what a terrible life, right? So that's just my, that's just what that's what I've been reflecting on. I've been reflecting on, well, key things. So I'm scratching my leg. I do want to say, like, I've been keeping these moments and these things I keep telling myself is learn how to love more, but also learn how to accept being loved. Those things are so monumental for someone's growth. Learn how to accept the good, but also learn how to accept the bad, right? Because any moment is a moment that I think makes us who we are, all right? And yeah, I really do hope you're not too hard on yourself. I think as a perfectionist, more times than not, you become a lot more self-destructive. You're your own biggest critic. So yeah, you'll be hard on yourself. But tell me not. It's only because you want to do good for everyone around you. It's because you want to help. And I know. It's because you want to be that person for others that can lean on. You don't want to be baggage. What's the point of unloading onto certain people? And tell me not. Sometimes you think even if you do say something, they won't even understand it. So what is the point? But I'll tell you, people, your friends, and sometimes the people that you will least expect it, are a lot more intuitive and they care a lot more than you think. And because it's something that leaves you for assumption, it won't be fair for you not to try. So, give it a good kick every now and then. You don't have to do it all the time. I value my self-time and I value my moments with myself a lot of the times. But, for the most part, we can't live alone forever. I guess we're in this together. That rhymes. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know my thoughts, and of course I'm always going to be going into this deep trail of thoughts and thinking. But it is something that I've always really liked to reflect on, I guess you could say. Sayang. I just see these random words come up. Yeah. I think I always say this, but being kind doesn't cost anything. It really doesn't. It's what we need more of. But I get it. This whole world projects so much unkindness. It projects a lot of things that I think we ultimately feed into. It's not your fault. I do it all the time, right? It's so stimulating. It's never endearing. It's just always stimulating and it's always comparing. But listen, there are good in this world. There are good people, and if you can be one of them, and if you can even remotely feel like you are, then I think that already makes this world a much better place to bear. Pois pastor todo. Te amo. right back at you, love. I am happy to see you. Hello from Spain. You're my meds. Thank you. Do I come in the liquid form or the pill form? Yes, but yes. Isn't it funny? It's quite funny. I find it very funny that it's much more harder to find uniqueness in this world, and yet we're all made up of unique, I guess you could say, molecules. We're all made up of unique substances, and yet we try to seek for something unique. You know what that means? It means we like to bring more value, and we like to put more value in the things that we project, not as the things that we are. So that means we often overlook who we are, and we like to put all our chips and coins into what we make, because that's technically what you think represents you. But I think there's a bit of an obscurity to that, because sometimes what you make might not be from your own kin. It might not be from your own pot, because we get influenced, and we sometimes think other people's opinions matter more than ours. I will say, it's good to listen. It's also good to talk, but it's good to listen. I'm just saying, the substance comes from you. The value lies within you. You can make a million pictures, you can make a million videos, you can make a million songs. And all those songs and all those videos and all those art pieces can go down the toilet one day. But you still have to keep smiling, because a lot of the value and a lot of that has come from you. Now, of course, you'll be disappointed if you lost a million songs and a million videos. But the point of the matter is, don't underestimate yourself. And of course, most certainly, do not undervalue yourself. I think it's well noteworthy that we designed this world, but we design it the way that we would like it. And there's a lot of responsibility that comes from what you project. So if you keep telling yourself you can't do it, and if you keep telling yourself you're not worth it and you're not good enough, then you've already set the bar for yourself. Yes, so I will say, as hard as it is, as cliche as it might be, just you have to project good, and you have to project. Sometimes the whole fake it till you make it thing is not just a theory. It's an actual therapeutic piece. You do have to tell yourself sometimes. I say this all the time. Some of the most bravest people that you think are just upfront, confident, brave, and are the most scared, are the biggest scaredy cats. Are the biggest scaredy cats. But that's why they project so much strength. And that's what you get. That is what you get inspired by. Right? That is exactly what you get inspired by. You have to fake it till you make it. Right? That doesn't mean you're faking yourself as a person. We have a lot of... Just think of it like this. Does that mean if I fake who I am, does that mean I'm a fake person? No. You are given the tools that you have already. You are trying to shape yourself, and you are chiseling. Let's say chiseling. You're chiseling away to become a better person. You can't do that by being complacent. You can't do that by just sitting there and being absolutely gutted by how bad you think you are. Yeah, and by the way, I'm not bald, ladies and gentlemen. I do have hair. My hair has grown out quite a bit. But I am red because I have been drinking tequila. Anyway, yeah. I love you guys. I do. I promise you, I'm gonna make a absolutely killer album for this next one. I promise you. I'm gonna say it. I like to say things out loud because this is what I predict, right? I'm teaching you guys about prediction. I'm going to make this album into something, a masterpiece. This next album, I'm going to give it my all. I've always been giving it my all, but I'm going to make something that will blow your mind away. And I will blow the world away with this. This next album is going to be something special. I feel it. I just feel it. And for the law enthusiasts, it is going to be a big part of the story. As funny as it is, the first time it stirs away from the other side, from Mito, from Sanity, but now you get the real deal. Not to say that Mito and Insanity wasn't the real deal, but you know. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. I do want to maybe play a few more songs. Will the law be compiled to a book someday? Actually, I'm working closely with a good person in our team to make it into something more than a book. We are trying to make this law into something more than a book, actually. So isn't that exciting? The center of it all. Sorry, I get a bit like, no silhouette, por favor. I'm waiting for your new album, and please come to Mexico again. Enjoy the concert. I shall. I absolutely shall. Let's see. I have a fun song. So this song is something that I played in Bangkok. This is the opening for So Beautiful. It's a new revamped So Beautiful opening. But what was really cool about this is, so my dances of Josh and Kylie, two amazing dancers, but more than that, amazing people. So they have like this solo, and I'm sure my fans know this. I'm sure our dreamers know this. But I've always thought that their solo was something that I loved watching, and it's something I've always looked forward to. And it was like the beginning of So Beautiful. I think it really held that tension. And gosh, they're so good at that. And Josh and Kylie are just such lovely people that I wanted to create a new intro for them. And we did this for the Bangkok show. And they were over my house one day, and I was making this intro for them, and I was like, hey guys, why don't you record something for them, And they didn't know how to react, and I guess I just kept the record button on, and so they just recorded it. But this is the intro for So Beautiful, So it was a new revamp intro, and maybe you guys will get to see it. So 올 한국 공연에서도 이런 식으로 할까 봐요. The voices and everything you'll hear is from Josh and Kylie. So this one was something that I think I had such a blast making, especially because I know what that energy when they first come in and they first dance, and the reaction that I know the fans will make, that pull and that, you know, just that blow up that they do. And mind you, they make these dances like not like for a month, but they just make it in a day and two. And I know if they have more time with it, they can probably craft it a little bit more. But I think it's because they're so talented, but they're so passionate and intuitive to it, that they just get it done like that, you know. And I found it like so like just bewildering to watch, because it's just so amazing. But yeah, that is something that I think you guys will absolutely love. And okay, by the way, this is, so that was that. And then I made a whole new intro for the Bangkok, for the whole DPR intro, for the DPR Ian intro song. But so this one, actually, you know what? I also made like a song for Limbo. The rework one, shit, I don't know if it's this one. So originally I had a different rework for Limbo, because I did Limbo in Bangkok. I will be doing Limbo for my future shows. So if you guys get a chance to come to my future shows, I'll be finally performing Limbo. But this is a very interesting group. Sorry, let me see this.
I left my
it will take away. So yeah, this was actually the original Limbo rework that we were going to do on stage, but I decided to change my mind. I wanted to stick to the original because, number one, we didn't really have, well, we've never even actually got to play the original for our show. So I thought, you know what, like maybe this could be a future one. So that was that, you know. So that was something that I think I wanted to do later, but, you know, just letting you guys know. And then, you know, we had the whole intro for Bangkok. So this...
Don't call me.
I'm just trying to figure out what that new intro that I had was. I just don't remember. Greetings from El Salvador. Hello from El Salvador. What time is it there? Get off my mind. Well, oh yes, and obviously this one. So this, oh man, I like the guitar. I don't know if this is still. I forgot. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear it, but that was. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tipsy. I just forgot what. I forgot. Yeah, that was it. Sorry, I was trying to figure it. Yeah, baby.
Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can't see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can't see me either or. Don't call me cause I call you. You've been wrong like two left shoes. Close the blinds and shut the door. You can't see me either or.
this one, trying to figure out. Oh my god. So this baby, what is? Maybe I should have put up. Maybe I should have done it higher. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting second thoughts about this. But anyway, sorry, I was getting like new ideas for this. But anyway, but this, anyway, this was the whole. So I'm revamping a lot of these intros, and I'm revamping a lot of these stages and performances to kind of cater to, like, I guess you could say, these shows, and I do want to create more of a element of, I guess you could say, it should have an element of a show, a performance, but I do want to introduce more concepts via this. I do want to revisit these ideas and these moments where I can really bring on a show, even if it's like a small stage. Like you see the Grammys and you see a lot of these, like, you know, Super Bowl halftime shows. Like I'm just thinking, like, why can't I get there's a high value at stake with the production and all that there, but you know, I'm like, but I do think a lot of the essence and the performances come from a lot of the times, obviously the performer, the dancers, the band and everything. So a lot of it depends on like how they're styled and what character they play. It really depends on the direction of it. And I think as long as you have a good direction, you can utterly create and design a full-scale Grammy-winning award show type of look. And I just think if you care enough, and you know, you obviously you find ways to maybe pivot things that you can't offer with the production cost, I think you can definitely pull it off. You know, so I'm trying to find ways where I can maximize songs that have moments where it highlights performances. I mean, you see many different artists do it all the time, but I do want to elevate that personally as an artist, right? But yeah, that's just something that, you know, just it's just in the top of my head. 제가 저희 팀이 another level이었어요. 감사합니다. 고마워요. 보람 있었네요. But yeah, so there's that. Anyway, so there's that, and I'm trying to figure out what's another one there. Someone keeps asking me to play Nightmare in Shining Armor. Hey. So you know what, Nightmare in Shining Armor should have been on Dear Insanity, but maybe it deserves its own downtime. Maybe it deserves its own special moment. Oh gosh, I mean, I shouldn't ask how everyone knows these songs, but yeah. Oh, Dre was here? What? Oh my god, what's up, Dre? You know what? I do need to catch up with Dre right now. I do need to catch up with him. 슈퍼펍에서 봬요. 많이 와주세요. 진짜 슈퍼펍에 많이 와주세요. 제가 한국에서 유독 공연 못하는 건 알지만 제가 이번 거는 꼭 하겠다고 제 여러분한테 꼭 찾아갈게요. Actually, you know what's funny? I think I had a version of Nightmare in Shining Armor. I have a whole different version. Well, you know what? I had an alternate ending for Nightmare in Shining Armor. Johnny loves this. But I'm just trying to figure out if this is. Damn it! I don't know if this is. Misery pointing north. Misery's pointing north. Oh my god, this was meant to be in Insanity as well. But I'll play this for another day. Can't keep spoiling everything. Misery. Misery on time. 맞네.
So you're cornered by the wolves at your rodeo. You still open those eyes, but you can't resist to show. Is this everything you imagine? Standing right in front of those cannons, all ready to blow. Oh, I'm feeling you tonight as I march through all the ghettos. Oh, you came here just in time. A nightmare and shining.
trying to make, I guess, but then that's why I couldn't really release it. We didn't have enough time to mix this song, and hence we couldn't even master it. I do need to sit down and really work on this song. The mixing is it's horrendous right now. I do wish, this is a song that I definitely think needs a lot of work. At a certain point I was thinking I'm probably not even going to release this song. But it was, you know what I mean? Like, I think for me, it was just the people around me that were encouraging me to push this, that had me really thinking about this song, especially the people on my team. And right now, this is like a skeleton. Like, it's not really that complete, and it's far from me. It's far from being at a level where I'm happy with it. But, I think for the most part, this song will do well as a live performance. I think this would be a song that I think people would thoroughly enjoy at a show, like fucking just headbanging and shit, So yeah, there's that, but there's an Ian song that I really, really like, and I mean, it's up on my, it's called Fire to Go. Oh fuck, I finished it. Never mind. I shouldn't reveal too much. I reckon people would just know me. There's one more song I'll play lastly. I honestly, you know what? I tell myself I shouldn't spoil too much. Maybe I shouldn't put it out there too much, because maybe it might be devaluing a lot of the songs when it actually comes out. But you know what? I'm like, you know what? You're just getting in your head too much. I'll be like, I'll tell myself, like, just shut up, and so there's this song that I've been working on, and I'm excited for this song to be on the Ian album. Mind you, the direction that the Ian album is taking is it is a direction where I'm trying to. It's like this. I assign a genre, but not just one genre. Obviously, there's multitudes of genres that are assigned to each altar. But obviously, Mitre being dark, orchestral pop, or whatever you like to call it. Insanity has a bit of more of a high EDM pop, a bit of progression. The underlying factor in each character and category is progression. But I felt like Ian was who I am, and I wanted to connect back to my rock roots. I wanted to connect back to my the root of rock, and I specifically am designing this album to be more band oriented, and this Ian album will be something that for the most part it's a song that I've one man banded. So I played the guitar on it, I played the drums, I played the bass, I played just everything on this thing. I will have people that play way better than I do, rearrange it, of course. But I will end this live with this song. Fuck, should I? But this is a song that this is one of the songs that will be going for sure in my album. This will be, and I am going to be playing this live, maybe even in the upcoming shows. Who fucking knows? That rhymes. I love it. I love the I love the alternations of people saying do it, and then there's people that say don't do it. If you're gonna, but a little more tequila for a sec. But this song, okay, can I just talk to you about what this song means then? So this song, this song is called Fire to Gold, and what fire to gold means is, so fire, if I talk it in a more broad sense, it's turning something that burned me and turning the negative connotations that I've held and all the bad things that will burn me alive into something that is strong and bold and resilient, and it's gold. Now, what I like to imagine is if you come out of the ashes, you're reborn into something that's more stronger and something that's much more desirable. And what fire to gold means is, in a now law sense, fire is, what do you think fire represents? Like, which character do you think fire represents? Just asking, which character do you think fire represents? Yes, Mito, correct. So fire represents Mito, the burn, and so then which character do you think gold represents? Exactly. Gold represents insanity. So fire to gold, in the middle, somewhere in the middle, lies Ian. And that from fire to gold, that transition, and that symbolism of what Ian should lie in between, is this newfound song. But yeah, fuck. You know what? Fuck it. My teammate's gonna have a fucking field trip with this one. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But listen, there's about 6,000 of you in here. It's okay. Sorry, it's out of tune for some fucking reason. Okay. Alright, here's a little sneak preview. You know what? I'll just play it. My bad. But anyway. Well, yeah. You can imagine what the album is going to be like. So it talks about my trials and tribulations that I've went through. So the lyrics are, I might change the first part of the lyrics, but it's kind of saying like you find yourself alone again. Even through after going through all those trials, right? Even after you've gone through all that shit, you find yourself once again at the edge of the world. And that's where the lyrics are. It's here you are, even through all the trials, and you've got closer to the edge, and then I fell 1,000 miles, and then I fell 1,000 miles, and then it got so quiet. It got so quiet, but it made everything worthwhile. So what that means is after everything I went through, and me condemning those moments, like that silence that it left afterwards was what I needed for me to feel like it was worthwhile again. And those moments, what I talk about is the moments that equate to my friends, my family, and the dreamers, so my fans. So this song is a lot of the essence that comes from this is the things that I'm grateful for, right? And the essence of what I'm grateful for is what makes me come back, and then I say, you'll never lose me as a friend. You will absolutely never lose me as a friend, because this love will never expire. Can sound kind of fucking corny, but I will say it's because I don't think that love that you find in what you're grateful for does ever expire, right? So I go, so take my heart from fire to gold. So it goes, you'll never lose me as a friend, because this love will never expire. So take my heart from fire to gold, and hold me like. So I'm thinking. I'm just thinking. I forgot. Look, I had a new alternate lyric for this part, but just. But this part, it's one of the lyrics is. So just hold me like before, and if there's another one, and something and gold, so I have to. So that's the part I'm constructing right now. And if you listen to, I'll play it one more time for this part. So it made everything worthwhile. You'll never lose me as a. I fell for the lyrics. This moment is something that I felt like if you think Ian and then you think, Mido is theatrical and, somewhat like very stimulating imagery. Insanity more so. But you think, man, what does Ian look like? Right? What would Ian be? Because ultimately, shouldn't Ian be very bare, stripped, and almost like it's almost like the equivalent of if you had all these flavors on this cracker, it's just like plain cracker now. But I think that Ian is actually the most colorful. And I'm not talking about just colors, I'm talking about the substance. Because if you think about it, Ian is the epitome of what Mido and insanity is. So you have this combination of Mido and insanity, but also himself, and it is actually the most dominant color, I guess you could say. And I imagine this song, there's a rectifying beauty and there's a rectifying chaos to it, but it's more so to the point where it brings a more natural state of who I am. And I wanted to create I haven't created it, but I want to create a sound, but also an experience where it talks about my trials and tribulations, as I have through Mido, through Insanity, but I've never done it through Ian. So it is actually going to be the first time that it comes full force of what Mido and Insanity has never experienced. And it puts me into this spotlight of trying to understand these trials and tribulations. It's going to be a headbanger, for sure. It's going to be a headbanger, and I can't wait. And I'm thinking that for the release of the album and for the release of this album, I want to maybe hold a release not a release album listening party, but I want to maybe hold a release album show. Oh, fuck, I don't know what the fuck. Okay, a guerrilla showcase or whatever. A showcase. Okay, that's what it's called. Fuck. Like a showcase of performing these songs for the first time live as a whole, with a band and maybe a performance. Fuck, who knows? But I want to create an experience, and I know it will be hard to. It's not a tour. It's just maybe just a one show thing in one city. I don't know. I'll be honest. But maybe if I could find a place where as many people as I can find can come. It'll be guests and obviously friends, but just something where I think I can showcase maybe the songs, but not perform the songs, but also drop the MVs for the first time, I guess. But yeah, I have a couple of ideas, and it's just something that I want to do for this album. And I know not everyone will be able to get to see it, but I think if I can document it at least somehow, even I can possibly try making it happen at least in each continent somewhere. But yeah, anyway, that's that. I know I went down the goddamn rabbit hole for this one, but I did want to share this. I don't know when the next time it will be when you guys hear about this, but I will say thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being a part of DPR's journey. and also my journey. And I promise you, I'm going to be working so hard on Dprian. I'm going to be working so hard on this album. I did miss you all so much. I want you guys to know that, you know, there's always a way to make something into something beautiful. If you will it, if you choose to, and you can always choose to destroy something, but try to build, you know, even if you think it's going to take forever. Before you know it, you will have an empire. And more than anything, I think that empire should be you, but, you know, thank you so much. Today was amazing. I had so much fun. I hope you had fun. I know it's been I know it's been a while since I came on live, but I did want to say I wish you all the best, and I love you all so much. 사랑하고요. 너무 보고 싶고. Yeah. Take care of yourself, okay? And you know, keep listening to amazing music from so many amazing artists. I look like a pink kiwi, said somebody. Thank you. I don't know if my hair is pink right now, but I will take a kiwi because I love kiwis. Yeah. Thank you so much. It has been so much fun. So delightful. I shall get back to work. Actually, maybe I should go sleep. But I love you all. Thank you so much.